Sometimes I'm terrible.
Yo YouTube, it's your boy Jew. Welcome back to another video. Today we got a top 10 center list of all time. This is one of the first, second tier lists that I've done on the channel. We're going to go through all positions and then we're going to finally get to the top 10 players of all time. My list, my rankings. Throughout the month of December. It is December 4th. We missed already 3 days of drop miss or whatever you want to call it. But we ain't gonna miss another day for the rest of the year. Let me know what videos y'all trying to see. NBA reactions, music reactions. You know, we gonna do that. NFL reactions if y'all want to see that too. You know, my Bears, they messing up right now, but we ain't gonna talk about that. The stream's gonna be coming here and there. I'm gonna try to stream at least two, 3 times a week. That's for right now. Maybe it could be more, depending on what y'all want to see or not. But yeah, we gonna be playing the game, all that shit. But let's get into it though. Starting out at number 10. George Mikan. He was already up here. Sorry, buddy, but I don't know too much of your stats. I only know him because of 2K, to be honest. Just because of 2K, to be honest. But I do know, I think he was the NBA leading scorer before Kareem, I think. So that automatically kind of puts you in the top 10. Personally, I'm taking Dwight Howard over him. I ain't gonna lie. Come on now, prime Dwight. I'm taking him over him. Number 9. Number nine. I ain't gonna lie. This might be surprising, or it might not be surprising, but Patrick Ewing. Yes, you know he's not that. I was gonna put Moses Malone, but Moses Malone, he has like 30,000 points, I think, or like at least 28 plus. Patrick Ewing, I don't know too much of his stats. I do know he was a good rebounder, but zero rings. I don't know if we could put you in the top 8. You don't got no rings to your name. Sorry. And it's not your fault you ain't win though, because you was in a conference with Michael Jordan, and we all know Michael Jordan's the GOAT. So it was gonna be tough getting past him. And when you thought you had him, you didn't. But he did make it to the finals. I ain't gonna lie. He did make it in 1995? Did he? I think the Knicks did make it, and they lost to Kareem. Kareem is one. I mean, not Kareem. Hakeem. Number 8. I ain't gonna lie. It might have to go David Robinson. David Robinson is number 8. Let's switch that around. David Robinson, one of the few, he might be the only player to put up a quadruple double. Wemby is gonna be the next to do that. I wish they had Wemby in here, but I don't think you could put Wemby top 10 yet. I would personally in my top 10. That sounds crazy, but I would. But he has he might have not multiple, but he might have 2 rings to his name. Quadruple double. Nigga, one of the strongest people in the NBA to this day. He could do it all. He scored 70 points as a center. We ain't seen that since supposedly Will Chamberlain. But yeah, he speaks for himself. Defensive monster, defensive beast. He could shoot the 3, he could shoot the mid-range. He could dunk, shoot free throws, pass the ball. For sure, like I said, his defense was impeccable. Number 7. I'm going to have to go Moses Malone. I don't know too much Moses Malone's stats. I just know how much points he has all time, and he got a lot. He has a lot. He might be top 10 in rebounds, possibly. I ain't checked that list yet, but he possibly can be. He played on the team with Julius Erving, I think. He got him some rings. I think he did play with Charles Barkley too. Did he play with Charles Barkley? Yo, that team was insane. I don't know how they ain't win nothing. How did they not win nothing? With Charles Barkley, Julius Erving, and him, or I don't know, maybe Julius Erving retired before Charles Barkley got in the league. But I for sure know that he played with Moses Malone, I think. Number 6. I'm going to have to go Low key, this might upset y'all, bro. I might have to go Bill Russell. I'm sorry, Billy the boy. He's not he not that special to me. I don't even think he ever averaged over 20 points in his career. He did get 11 rings, but y'all know the competition was really bad. He was going against Will Chamberlain though. So in order for you to get 11 rings, you had to play him multiple times, and that's one of his best stats. 11 rings, unbeatable. I don't think nobody will ever get close to that ever again in the rest of NBA history, just because of how hard that is. Like I don't think people know 11 rings is hard. LeBron, the so-called GOAT, made it to the finals 10 times, and you see he only has 4. He only got 4 to his name. So that just shows you how hard it is to win 11 rings. And how many he must have at least 4 to 5 Finals MVPs. He has to. Again, he's a rebound god, top 10 in rebounds for sure. And that's probably just about it for his career. He really was not scoring like that. He wasn't a scorer like that. Number 5. Who am I gonna put at number 5? Obviously Kareem. Kareem is number 5 for sure. Kareem. I mean Hakeem. I keep tweaking on his name. Hakeem is number 5. One of the best center scorers of all. One of the best post scorers. Top 2 post scorer of all time for sure. Whenever people make post score bills in 2K, they making it after Hakeem. Simple. He won a ring. He won 2 rings back to back when Michael Jordan, the GOAT, left the NBA. You know, if he was in the NBA, his rings would be nowhere. But unguardable. Shaq couldn't do nothing with him. Shaq really couldn't even score on him. It was tough for Shaq in that finals. And for Shaq to be stopped, you must be a great center. A great center to stop Shaq. I ain't gonna lie. But again, about 28,000 to 30,000 points. Efficient. 3-way scorer. He could shoot 3 a little bit. I wouldn't say 3-way scorer. I'll put him like a 2-way. He could mid-range. He'll kill you in the mid-range. You know if he catch the ball in the block, it's over. That dream shake, he has a signature move. The dream shake. I think he might be the leader in blocks all time. So he was a defensive menace. Also a 2-way player. It wasn't sweet when he guarded you. If you think he's on you and you think you got a free bucket, no, sir. But I do hate the narrative that people say Michael Jordan was scared of him. Come on now, bro. He was not scared of no Hakeem Olajuwon, bro. But Hakeem is he stamped top 5 for sure. Number 4. It's going to be Jokic. Jokic number 4. Jokic. He could possibly be the GOAT center, the best center of all time, depending on how much rings he gets. If he gets about 4 or 5, you want to put him in there, because his stats, his triple doubles every game. I don't know how he does it, but he's getting triple doubles every game. No center in the NBA can guard him right now. He's the clear best player in the NBA. Like, there's nobody you could even argue that comes close to him. He's efficient. He can shoot the 3. I'm still not confident in his 3-point shot, but he can shoot the 3. Mid-range, pass the ball, very good. Top 5 passer in the NBA. Top 5 facilitator all time already. Top 5 passer all time already. Like, Jokic is just like a big Magic Johnson. Literally, Magic Johnson at the center position. Just imagine that at 7 foot. He could post you up. Like I said, I ain't seen no center give him problems yet. No center, I've never seen Jokic have a problem with him since he's entered his prime. And I did not expect this. So, what pick was he? Maybe the last pick in the draft. And he's killing people like this. And I used to get mad. Like, how are they letting him do this, bro? But now I came to my senses. Jokic he's one of them. He could Not even he could. He will be a top 10 player of all time before he retires, for sure. Number 3. Sorry, Will Chamberlain, you're number 3, buddy. Just because I'm gonna give you okay on the stats. You put up 100 points, 30,000 points. For he averaging 50 points in one season, that's just insanely good, insanely efficient. But I do need to see some highlights on that 100-point game. Actually, no, change that, bro. Change that. I'm putting Jokic ahead of him. Will Chamberlain is the 4th best center of all time. But yeah, he dominated his era with points, with rebounds. He averaged about 25 rebounds a game. Like how? We do know how though, because he was not playing that much good competition, or competition was good, but the height difference between him and other players, except when he went against Bill Russell or something like that. But I do know that he only won like one or two rings. Like that's what hurts you right there. That's what hurts you. I ain't gonna lie. How are you averaging 50 points? You put up 100 points, but you ain't winning no titles. Come on now. Him and Jerry West, one of the top 10 duos of all time for sure. And yeah, it just speaks for himself. You see his numbers. I think he gets the 2nd highest points per game average of his career of all time, behind Jordan. So that speaks for itself. This is where it gets tough. Like I want to put Shaq number 1, but he's just not. If you bring in all accolades, he's not number 1. And that puts it. Kareem is the best center of all time. If you bring in accolades and all that, he's the best center of all time. Shaq, though, to me, Shaq is the most dominant player of all time. Most dominant center, any position. He's more dominant than Michael Jordan. To me, you give him the ball on that block, you can't do nothing with him unless you foul. And that's what that's really pissed me off about Shaq. Like, you really could have been a GOAT, bro, if you learn how to shoot a free throw in a mid range. Like, what? You like the Ben Simmons of today's league, like a biggest what if player, bro. Shaq could have been 35,000 points. Like, he could have been leading the league in points of all time if he really wanted to. But you see his numbers in the finals. He had 40 and 20. 35, the average of 35 is about 15 rebounds a game. You can't do nothing with him. Y'all all seen that post, that picture where he dunked on like 4 people. He was babying niggas. David Robinson, he killed them. He was the only person we've seen stop Shaq is Hakeem Olajuwon and the Pistons. I'm not gonna give Ben Wallace all the credit because it was a team effort for sure. But that's what I'm saying. If Shaq and Kobe could have rekindled or just said, bro, this beef ain't really that serious, bro. We could be winning. We could have 7 rings right now. They really could have. They could have went back to back. They could have won about 5 rings in a row if they really wanted to. But Shaq, people let's say he should have lost weight, got in shape. Nah, bro. Him at 350 plus, moving like that, we'll never see it again. Never ever see it again. And I'd be wondering why are none of these centers want to play like Shaq? It's because they can't. Joel Embiid, you should be playing like Shaq. Get the ball on the block, drop step, dunk every time. What are you on? Let me be 7 foot plus. I promise you, I would have been the next Shaq. I ain't gonna lie. Give me the ball. Maybe not as mobile as him, but just give me the ball on the block. I will get a bucket every time. Nobody is stopping me. Nobody. Kareem though, skyhook, maybe the most signature shot in the history of the NBA. No, nobody has been able to replicate it. I don't know why they shouldn't have replicated it. The only person I can see blocking that shot is Wemby. That's it. Maybe. Because just how he got that shot down to a T. Like, nobody was ever stopping that move. And you wondering, like, how is he just, come here, game winners with the hook. Like, that is real life post score, 2K21 post score in real life. Just cheating. I know people were mad. You know the moves coming and you just can't stop it. And it's just straight net every time. Like, come on now, bro. I'll be pissed. I'll be pissed. But 5 rings speaks for itself. Was the all-time leader in points. So that gives you a bunch of credit, bunch of hype. He won the oldest MVP at 38 years old, oldest Finals MVP. Like, what did he not do? What did he not do as a player? His mid-range was the hook shot. nigga was shooting hook shots from the damn near the 3-point line. Like, he really did not have to do no other move except drop step. You know he's dunking the ball. Like, he's 7'3", I think. Buddy's 7'3". So that speaks for itself. On the Bucks, when he was younger, he was doing the same shit to them players. He took over the league in like his first or second year. Second year, he was probably averaging 28. Like, he was filthy. Showtime Lakers in the 80s, when people thought he was done, he won like 3 or 4 rings just in the 80s alone. Got to the finals like at least 6 times, 7 times. So yeah, I can't really pick anybody else over him right now as a center. But if you ask me who would I rather have in my center position, that's for a different story. That's gonna come out in another video. My top 5, or like my starting 5 of all time. But yeah, that's gonna end the video though. These are my top 10 centers. Like I said, if they had more people, I would have chose somebody else over George Mikan. Next video, it's gonna be power forwards. We gonna go up. I should have started at point guard, but I wanted to get not the weakest position out first, but almost. I think that the power forward position is probably the weakest of all time. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, Jokic, he continues to play like this for 5 to 10 more years. He's gonna pass Westbrook in the triple doubles. But he's averaging like 30, 10, 10 and 10, like 30, 12 and 10. He rebounds the ball exceptional at an exceptional rate. I just don't see nobody stopping Jokic. He may not win this year, but as far as MVP talks, he's already locked in the bag. Like, and that's why I get mad. Like, how is he continuously winning these MVPs? He got 3. He has 3 MVPs already. He might get to 6. How could you go against a player averaging triple double with 30 points? Like, it's just insane.